What's up, guys? Chris here with Treasure in the Tool Shed. It's so nice outside today that I figured, you know what? We're gonna take this outside. So on today's episode of Treasure in the Tool Shed, it's treasure in the truck bed. Yeah, I went there. I thought about that hard and I went with it. So we're gonna look at some things that I bought today at an estate sale that I'm pretty excited about. I did really well today, and I'm excited to share these items with you and maybe even sell them to you, because that's some mood I'm in today. So let's get started here on today's estate sale finds. Where do we start? Start with the easy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right here, a nice bastard file, and you know, you can't beat a bastard file. If you don't know what a bastard file is, well, it's a bastard file, and I got two of them for $2, dollar a piece. Look, for $1 a piece, you know, you can't go wrong. You absolutely cannot go wrong. None of this stuff's really historical either, so just, you know, bear with me here. This is junk. This is going out and buying junk on a Friday morning on a budget. All right, on to the next thing we got that's kind of utilitarian and serves a purpose. Look at this nice stone. I mean, you could sharpen a lot of stuff on this here stone. That's not like a name brand or anything like that. It's just a really nice sharpening stone that I was pretty happy with. Oh boy, all right, now we're on to the next thing. Got this here Hank Williams songbook, and she's pretty old, probably from the 60s or so, I'd imagine. Honky tonkin'. This is what you need when you get nice and tuned in and you forget the words a little bit, and you get, once you know, you get to staggering and slurring and Ted speaking in cursive. I'm a long gone daddy, by God. You know, Hank Williams, country music Shakespeare, they say. It really drives me crazy when you hear people saying, man, we go get drunk and party and listening to Hank Williams. Look, if your friends are getting drunk and listening to Hank Williams, and you're not a little bit concerned for their well-being, then your friends are full of shit, because nobody just parties and listens to Hank Williams. That much I can promise you. All right, let's see what else we got here. Bought a couple of these little tubs of arrowheads, and you know, the fun with arrowheads is finding them, not buying them. But the guy that I bought them from found them here in the county, in one of the neighboring counties. That's good enough to me. I mean, I did find them, right? I didn't actually go out and find them in the field, but there's some pretty good ones in here. Some of them are still sharp as shit too. Let's see. Let me find you a good one. Nice little quartz arrowheads from right here in the valley. There's a couple of other ones in here. I got another tub somewhere. I combined two tubs and made one. Look at them things, man, they are nice. That's just cool, you know. Some of your local history, really old local history that, you know, you can reach out and touch it. I managed to find that other tub. Yeah, look at that one. I mean, it is, that thing right there will cut the bejesus out of you. next one. Some really nice quartz arrowheads. Alright, let's keep on moving here. Now, this piece right here, this is a nice piece of Fenton glass. Now, a lot of people nowadays don't know what Fenton glass is. Well, by God, if you don't know what Fenton glass is, go ask your grandmama, because she's going to tell you. Or if you've been to your grandparents as of late, and your grandparents were born somewhere around the Depression, guaranteed somewhere they got a cabinet full of knickknacks, and promise you, there's some Fenton glass in there. Oh boy, look at that. Would you look at that, man? That, I put that right up on the mantle. Man, put that right next to, right up here on the mantle next to some little clown figurines or some little baby doll figurines. By God, some Fenton glass, that'll really make the old centerpiece pop. Boy, let me tell you what. Also, now mind you, most of this stuff was all in one box. Like a lot. You know, if you go to an auction, you can buy a lot. Most of the time, it's full of junk. This had some junk in it, but for the most part, it wasn't. There was some good stuff in there too, except for a couple of these things that were not. Always look at lots, like lot boxes, because it's usually what's in the bottom of them things that'll really make the whole thing worth it. All right, here's something else. Check these out. Cool little old airplane bottle, still sealed up. I tried to put an age to it, and I was having a hard time. But what I can tell is that this sucker got a Jack Daniels got a Star of Excellence in Brussels in 1954. So the only thing I know about this is that it's post 1954. It's got one of the Jack Daniels owners and a little picture up here on the tax seal. I didn't look that up. I don't know who he is. I don't know what years he was in there. But anyway, there, take a look. Maybe you look at it and be like, oh, I know that. That's Jack Daniels the 8th. Yeah, that's 1962. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I didn't look close enough. The guy that owned all this stuff was also airborne in World War II, which is going to tie into a lot of the other stuff that I got here in just a minute. But yeah, he had a couple of these little bottles from Honolulu, Hawaii, bud. Going to the tropics, son. At Hawaiian Mist Liqueur. And then you got your Okaleahu Spirit of Hawaii. Man, you know, this stuff was so much nicer when it didn't come with warning labels all over it. You know what it's gonna do, but you don't care. Alright, boy, now we're on to the next one. Nile cookbook. Look, I like old books, especially when you can date them. This one's pretty old, turn of the century, like 1918 or so. I probably won't use any of these recipes, if I'm being totally honest with you. Because one thing I've noticed about old recipes, they go putting tuna places where it doesn't belong, and everything's super salty, and they go heavy on the gelatin, especially in the 50s, man. It was like Jello this, Jello that. It was almost a competition to see what you could get in Jello without making somebody gag, but they didn't really gag, so I guess it was good. I don't know. Let's take a peek here and see what a recipe from the turn of the century is. We got cream of potato soup. See, now that's normal, but guaranteed there's some Jello in there somewhere. It almost have to be. Creamed fish. Creamed fish. Canned salmon loaf. See, they did a lot of stuff with fish that I just don't get it. Yeah, and look, and then they made food just look disgusting, like something you ain't want to eat. Boned leg of lamb stuffed with ham. Like, how creative do you got to get there? I don't know, man. Cold ham mousseline. I don't know. Baked cauliflower. Ugh. Egg and tomato salad. Bismarck rings. I'll probably get rid of this. Anybody wants this old cookbook, I'll give it to you. It was in a box. You can have it. Man, look, and this is one of them things that you hope to God you never have to use, because if you do, you're having a bad day. Like, everybody makes that joke, like, you know, wife, if you walk in the garage and you see your husband's got this thing out, just turn around and walk away. But if you ever do need one, it is nice to have a full intact set. I have nice tapping die today, and I am just super thrilled with it too, because I only paid $5 for it. And heaven forbid I ever have to use this piece of this thing. I'm glad that I have an entire full set, and it is a nice set, and that's all here. A super set, bud. That's the way to go with it. Ooh, baby. Also in that box was somebody's grandma and or some older lady. You know, so anytime I find pictures, I always like to look and see what's in the back of them. Maybe there's some money back there or something, but there wasn't money. What was back there was Shirley Temple, bud. Yep, that was in behind me mall. Yep, old Shirley Temple. I think they used the outline of this picture to like outline Beatrice here. December 9th, 1941. I shouldn't talk about that. Somebody like that. That could be somebody's grandmother. I'm sorry. Alright, let's keep this show right on moving. I bought a coin purse. No. That was in the box. Like I said, you get some junk, then you get some cool stuff. Alright, this was outside the box. Got a nice axe here. Samson. Well, Samson is the axe handle. Hell if I know who makes the axe head. Let's be honest, anytime you're not having fun if you got to use an axe. I don't know why I bought it. I don't have an axe, and it was $1. No, $5, sorry. So, you know, nice axe. If anything, it's gonna look nice hanging up in the tool shed that we're not in today. I don't know. Some things you just gotta buy because the price is right. Like these. Like these $3 loppers, bud. Let me tell you what. Look at the mechanics on that thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, here you can really see it from this side. Look at that. That's what you call high leverage for really getting in there and lopping. I can't wait to lop with these things. No brand name on them because they're just your standard run-of-the-mill loppers, but they're pretty old too, and they're gonna look really nice hanging up in the tool shed. Yeah, $3 loppers. I think I paid $10 in total for the axe. This nice pickaxe that needs some work. She's a little wobbly in there. I have to put a wedge in it. But I paid $10 for the wedge, for the pickaxe, for the axe, and the loppers. Another $5 for these. Oh yeah, I'm telling you what, I did good today. All right, on to the next thing here. I got this sweet meat cleaver, because it was only $3, right? This meat cleaver is an F. Dick. That's the brand. I believe that stands for Frederick, or however fancy you're trying to be when you say it. It's German, and it's a quality piece. I'm not going to clean this up. I'm going to turn right around and resell this, and I'm not going to do a thing to it, because the next person that buys it, if they want to fix it up, they're more than welcome. But I'm going to tell you something right now. You go buying stuff like this and you plan on reselling it, you best believe you better not touch it. Leave it alone. Leave it the way it is. You go clean it up, and you don't clean it up to somebody's standards, they're not going to want to pay you as much. Not only are they not going to want to pay you as much, you could really fuck up. Oh, I cussed. You could really mess up the value, and that's not something I want to do. It's a nice knife. $3 for this knife, and it could be yours today. I'm not going to tell you what the price is. You have to ask me, but I'd be happy to sell it to you. And if not, you'll see it on eBay this week. Ooh, she's a nice one. That's a F. Dick. Friedrich Dick. German. Alright, we're starting to get into the really cool stuff now. So, in that box lot that I bought, there was... there goes my loppers. It was this nice little cigarette tin. Now, the cigarette tin is German. It's relatively old, too. It was in it is what was cool, right? So I open her up and I start digging around, and I come across a bunch of coins. Right now they're all, let's see. Come on, son, get out of there. Come on, bud. All right. So what we got is a bunch of French francs, We got some Belgian, I can't read that stuff. Got a bunch of Belgian coins, got some German coins, got some Norwegian coins, but they're all from like the mid 30s to the late mid 40s. They're like 36, I think, was one of the earlier ones, up until I think 45 is what they all were. And so the guy that owned this stuff, he was airborne in World War II, right? So all the, brought all these back from World War II with him. That's pretty neat if you ask me. One of the things I found in here that was really neat, and also I cleaned some of these up so you can really see them. And look, that's mistake number one a lot of people make. If you ever buy coins, don't clean them. Leave them the way they are. You're not going to get more money out of it by cleaning. All you're going to do is mess them up, and then nobody's going to want to pay anything for them, and you just ruined a really old coin. These French coins I thought were really neat because they're aluminum, and this one's also from 1942. So you figure the French were already getting their pushed in by the Germans around that time, so they're still putting out coins, but they're not putting them out of good metal. They're putting them out of aluminum. And like most of the French coins I found, I've got here, let's see, here's another one, I believe. Yeah, here's another one. Yeah, you can't really see it. You can see it well enough, I guess. But anyway, most of these French coins are all aluminum, which I thought was pretty wild. I guess you don't have time to make good coins when you're getting, well, you know what happened. Bunch of Belgian coins that I thought were really neat, like a whole bunch. This dude had a ton of Belgian coins. We spent a good amount of time in Belgium too. I guess the Germans did too. Sorry, that's not a Belgian coin, that's a coin from the Netherlands, which is still pretty cool. I was going somewhere else with this. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. This little doodad right here, this little Belgian coin. See the front, kind of blurry. I don't know, it's not focusing. These little Belgian coins were made after the US moved in and occupied Belgium. We minted these coins for the Belgian government, and what's funny about these coins is it's very similar to a coin that we have, because they minted these with a press used for wheat pennies. So these were made in Philadelphia and sent to Belgium. So yeah, that's a pretty neat little piece. And that box was totally full of these things too. These I didn't clean up. I don't want to mess these up. These have a pretty cool story. Some of these other ones, like these French aluminum ones, I cleaned them up. Yeah, I got a whole tin full of them. I only picked a couple out to clean. I cleaned them up a little bit just so you could see them a little bit better, and so I can see them a little bit better and display them. But yeah, I got a bunch of French coins. These Belgian coins are all zinc, and I didn't even bother with cleaning those up, because if you stick zinc, with copper and aluminum and stuff like that, you run a little bit of vinegar over and clean them, but you put anything on this zinc and it's going to ruin that zinc. So I didn't even bother cleaning these up. These are just dirty. What else do we got? That's another one. Ooh, wait a minute, where'd you go? Here we go. Now this little coin right here is strange to me. This is a German coin, 1936, and it's a Deutschmark instead of a Reichsmark, which I kind of wish it was a Reichsmark, just because the value goes up considerably. Fortunately for me, because it is a Deutschmark, I can show this one. I don't have to blur anything out. But if it wasn't a Deutschmark, it would have something else right there in the center that would forbade me from putting this on YouTube, because heaven forbid you show a little piece of history. But anyway, let's see, hold on a minute. Look at this little teeny thing. That's another Netherlands coin. Yeah, whole tin full, just odd and end little coins from across Europe, from the late 30s to mid 40s. Pretty neat. So yeah, guys, that was everything I got today. All of it came in this nice, neat, little nifty box full of absolute treasures, if you ask me. Proper treasures for the tool shed or the tool bed. Thank you guys for tuning in again today and checking my stuff out with me. Like I said, I'm gonna have some of this stuff up for sale. Yeah, I definitely am. I'm also probably going to get your bug. I'm gonna put this stuff on my my eBay channel, or my eBay store. I'm gonna put that link probably in the comments, but it's not gonna be there when this video comes up because I'm lazy. It's a nice day. I want to post this video immediately and then go drink beer on my deck. So not gonna happen today, but this fair amount of this stuff is going to be for sale. So if you saw anything that you just absolutely were like, man, I would love to have that hanging up on my wall or in my junk drawer, boy, let me tell you, you will have prime opportunity coming up very, very soon to purchase many of these things and some of my World War II stuff. I'm going to start thinning my collection a little bit because I got a lot and I need to start doing something with it, because right now it's not being appreciated like it should be, and I just hate that. So thanks guys for tuning in and watching another episode of Treasure in the Tool Shed, Treasure in the Truck Bed. I don't know why that's such a mouthful, but I cannot get it out today. You guys have a good one. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff that all the other YouTubers ask for. I feel like an asshole asking for it, you know. I do want to be a snobby millionaire off of this one day. So if you wouldn't mind helping me out, I surely would appreciate it. You guys have a good one. Take care and stay safe.